Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, Communications Manager here at the City of Port St. Lucie. I'm very excited for our next segment. Every year we have on students from Port St. Lucie High School's drama department to help promote their shows. This year is a really great one. We have Beauty and the Beast coming up in January over at Port St. Lucie High, and I have the stars of the show this year here on to talk about it and to tell us a little bit about this new 30th anniversary production to help celebrate Port St. Lucie High's 30th anniversary. So I have Sal and Damon, two wonderful stars of the Beauty and the Beast. I know a lot of people are excited about. The community loves it when you do Disney, I think, when you guys do Disney shows, because you get a draw from all ages, I'm sure, for those shows. And your shows do sell out fast. So before we even start talking about the show and get into all of that, let's remind people where they can get their tickets, because the matinee shows are already sold out, you told me, correct?
Yes. Okay,
so let's get this over with out of the way. Where can people buy their tickets this year? I know it's the same place as usually every year.
Yes.
Okay.
On Perkins on US 1, Honey Baked Ham, Joy's Ice Cream on Midway and Darwin, Port St. Lucie High School.
Yeah, Jay's Jewelry, right?
Jay's Fine Jewelry, yes.
Yeah, okay. And Joy's Ice Cream?
Yes, both of them.
Midway and Darwin.
So you have a website, correct?
Yes.
So if anyone needs to know, wants full details, go to the website. We'll have it on the screen.
We also have posters all around town that will say as well.
Yeah, there are. But I know that the show begins when?
January 24th.
January 24th. So buy your tickets now, because they do sell out. Every year they sell out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty special because Port St. Lucie High is celebrating its 30th anniversary. It was the first high school to open in Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
And you're celebrating your 30th anniversary with this production. You're bringing back some alumni, correct?
Yes.
So tell us who's coming back.
So we have Miss Anna McNeely. She was in the original cast of Broadway when Beauty and the Beast. She's been in a bunch of other shows, so we're really excited that she's with us. She's playing Madame de la Grande Bouche, the wardrobe. We have our very own Brian Smith, who is coming back and playing Monsieur Dark.
Okay.
And Jacqueline Ward, who is going to be playing the aristocratic lady.
Okay, so that's really cool. That just shows something about your program and the department over there, that your alumni are willing to come back and continue to participate in these productions. And I know the community is really excited every time you guys put on a new show. So let's talk about Beauty and the Beast. So Damon, you're the Beast. So for those out there who might not know, I think most people know the plot of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So you tell us a little about your role.
So my role is that when there's a prince in the castle, and he is very about himself and his looks and his own. And a beggar woman comes and offers him love, and he denies her because her beauty does not suit him. She then casts a spell that brings out his inner self to the outside, which is now a beast.
Okay.
So throughout the role, the beast has to learn to love in order to save him and his friends in the castle. So he falls in love with the girl, and he has to get her to fall in love with him as well.
Yes, and it's kind of putting looks aside.
Yes,
yeah, looking
within the inner beauty rather than the out.
Exactly, wonderful. All right, and that's a big role. You're on stage a lot.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit.
Yeah, that's exciting though. All right, Sal, who do you play?
I play Lumiere. Lumiere is like the master of ceremonies of the house, the suave French man that kind of thinks he's the top, but he's maybe not. Yeah. But we like to think he is.
Yes. That's a fun character to play, I'm sure.
It's so much fun.
All right. Wonderful. Okay, so tell me a little, Sal, what year are you, and how long have you been involved in drama?
I'm a junior, 11th grade. I've been doing theater since 6th grade, but I joined Mr. Madden's department when I was in 8th grade with The Little Mermaid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
8th grade? So before you were even a freshman, you were in these productions.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, great experience. Damon, how long?
So I'm a senior in Port St. Lucie High School. I'm in 12th grade. I also got involved my 8th grade year. However, the show for me was Seussical, the musical.
Okay.
I kind of got involved by accident.
Okay.
My friend was like, we were at an Odyssey of the Mind competition, and she was like, hey, let's go to this audition. And I was like, sure, like support for her. And then in the car on the way there, I was like, oh, let me hear the song. And I was like, oh, I got familiar with the song, and then auditioned, got into the show, and then Flash forward 5 years, I'm the lead of the show.
Yeah, that's awesome. So just kind of on a whim.
And it truly has changed my life completely from what I wanted to do, everything.
Yeah, and so you got involved before high school too.
Yes.
So has it really shaped your whole high school experience being involved in these shows and in the
For sure, I definitely think so. What I did was I left all my friends that I've known and went to Port St. Lucie High School because I live on the other side of town at the point.
Okay.
So everybody went to Treasure Coast High School in Centennial, and there was me on my way to Port St. Lucie High School.
So it really helped. It gave you a
It gave me personality skills, people skills. I'm able to express more with the drama department. It gave me family, people
friends.
that, forever friends. I see it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. How about you? So you're a junior, so you got one more year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see you next year.
Hopefully.
So how does drama kind of affected you?
For me, I did baseball throughout my entire life, up until about 8th grade. Yeah. Okay. And up until when I got into drama, I always had these little problems where I just didn't speak, and like I'd be shying away in the back of the class doing whatever I had to do. And then drama came into my life. I gained some confidence, a little more charismatic than I was back in the day, and now I feel like at peace with myself. That's what drama kind of taught me.
Wonderful, great. Are you guys still? I know last year, we say Mr. Madden, we mean Patrick Madden. He's the director of the Port St. Lucie Drama Department. He had his classes going into elementary schools. Are you guys still doing that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another great way to introduce some of our younger residents.
Oh yeah, they really love it.
It brings out their character. I see. I always explain to the parents it's almost like they're a turtle in their shell when we first get there, and you have the kids who cry when you first talk to them, just talking to them, because they're so shy, and then towards the end they're the ones hugging you the most, hugging you the tightest, and not letting you go on your last day. So it's bittersweet when you have to leave the class, because it's sweet because you get to go with the whole new process again with a bunch of new kids, but it's bitter because you want to be with these little kids.
You make connections. Yeah,
for sure.
My son was one of the second graders who was involved as a you guys came into his class, and he just mentioned to me the other day, he said, I really miss drama. So
we have a lot of fun.
Impression.
Yeah, it's not just fun for the little kids either. It's fun for us teachers as well.
And they get really, really into it, especially like we do a kind of little show for them.
Yes.
They do a dance. And
they do, and then you get them on stage and they do a whole
They're totally different people. There's this one girl in my class who she didn't want to get up at all. She went on stage, got the lead, and she was fantastic, and it really brings out a lot of the little kids.
It does, and it's good to get them started at that age, and it gives them confidence.
And it's exciting because they come and see our show now.
Yes.
So all the kids that we taught, when we saw them show and we directed their show, now they get to come and see us do our thing.
And they love that. Yes. I took my son to see Joseph in Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat because his teacher, his high school teacher, was in the lead in that, and he was so excited to see that it really does bring a whole new perspective. So.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us again that when it opens and how many dates do you guys play?
So we open January 24th and we run through February 3rd. We do have 3 matinees, both on the Saturdays and one on the last Sunday or the first Sunday.
Yeah.
One of those. But yeah, so we do about 11 shows to the public.
That is great. Okay. And go to the website.
Posters around town can show you information.
All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you for taking some time.
Thank you so much for having us.
To come on here and talk about it. We really were excited to see it. We're always excited when Port St. Lucie High puts on a new production. So Beauty and the Beast, we'll look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Stands a chance against you, and no girl for that matter. It's true, LeFou, and I've got my sights set on that one. The inventor's daughter? She's the one, the lucky girl I'm going to marry. But she's the most beautiful girl in town. I know, but that makes her the best. And don't I deserve the best? Well, of course you do.